what hustle are they pulling now? They say horrible stuff to me all day and commit crimes on me daily, attempt murder on me, and then when they're doing firing WMDs at me, radiation dispersal devices, and performing witness tampering, and shocking my brain and heart and attempting murder on me, and then eventually I explode and they're calling me worthless and saying horrible shit to me or some whatever the hell they're doing. While they're attempting murder on me and trying to justify murder, then I blow up and say something rude to them, and I don't even know who they are. They're just telepathy people. Then they spin it and say I made a claim about someone specific, and I was talking to people trying to murder me. Whoever they're claiming I said X about, ask them, are you telling me that that's the girl who's a terrorist and using a WMD and trying to murder someone and trying to justify murder by trying to claim someone's worthless or whatever? Because I guess it's an indirect admission of guilt. I didn't even know who I was saying it to. I was just talking shit to whoever was attempting murder on me and talking shit to me. So I don't know who I said it to. It was a faceless voice using telepathy and firing a satellite weapon at me. And I just said it out loud in my goddamn room while they were attempting murder on me after they made me explode. Okay, I mean, keep in mind, this has gone on for 5 years and 5 months, 12 to 17 hours a day. These kids commit crimes. Right now, it's chill, but they're shocking my heart again earlier today. So I don't even know who this girl is, but I didn't call anyone anything specifically. It could have been a man I said it to. Let me put it that way. And they love that hustle. It could be a man talking shit and committing attempts of murder using these WMDs, putting holes in my brain, shocking my heart, genitals, etc. And I'll just call whoever it is. Don't not even have a name and just call someone it. Then they'll take whatever I said and then they'll apply it to someone and then try to cultivate animosity. That's their hustle they pull. So I always ask them, who did he really say it to? One, was it a man? Two, what was the context? Were you attempting murder on him, shocking his brain and saying horrible things? Were you threatening to R his sister, threatening to R his mom, threatening to R his ex-girlfriend or future wife? Were you saying rude stuff to him? Were you calling him a stupid N-word? Were you calling him a rug weaver? What else were you calling him? Tell me all the different rude things you were saying to him. Were you calling him worthless or calling him other rude things, other demeaning things? Ask him that and be like, what's the context and how long was that going on throughout the day till he exploded? And then why don't you tell me what you do daily? You and your little army of mind melder shitbags. How you sit there bombarding him with telepathy 24/7, saying all these horrible things, shocking his heart, shocking his brain, shocking his genitals, using your little sense of well-being bullshit or whatever that is, and trying to neuromodulate him, enrage him, calm him down, hype him up, putting his nervous system in a state of flux sometimes. What else? What are all the things you do to him daily for 5 years and 5 months, 12 to 17 hours a day? And then ask him, yeah, so how long, how many years had you been committing these crimes on me? How many accounts of assault total had you committed before he flipped out and said something? Because they've committed over 10,000 or more accounts of assault with neuromodulation, neurosurgical weapons, gamma radiation satellites, threading, implantation weapons, implantable devices, shocking my heart, shocking my genitals, shocking my lungs, and God knows what else they put inside of my brain and body. So you ask him what was really going on until he, said whatever he said to God knows who. And then he just said it to whoever, and then you just applied it to someone and said, you said it about person X. Ask him what really went on. Yeah, enough of that game. I'm fed up with that hustle. But also, the people I say these rude things to are the people using WMDs on me, attempting murder on me, stealing trillions of dollars from me, slandering me, slandering me with malice, threatening to harm me, threatening to harm my sisters, harm my family, my ex-girlfriend, etc. People attempting murder on me, shocking my brain with their implantable devices, shocking my heart, using their weaponized neurosurgeries to damage my brain, scar my corpus callosum to disrupt the crosstalk between my left and right cerebral hemispheres, amongst many other horrible things they do to me for no reason, not to mention even try to give me cancer with gamma radiation based off of misinformation and conjecture and them operating off of conjecture, or they even really know who I am and they just make up lies to justify crimes on me because they got caught being these weird poser fraud people stealing my data and pretending my thoughts, ideas, raps, guitar songs, etc., was theirs, as well as my DOJ letters, methods of analysis, and just like my life in general that I've been slowly hearing about over 5 years and 5 months. They'll all get caught right now. It's in my mind. I'm Alexander Suryagiani, eyebrow ring, mustache, lower lip hair, chin beard. I was born June 5th, 1984. I'm Indian, Asian, Sicilian. My father's a gastroenterologist. I have triplet sisters. My mom is Teresa Matarana Jayani, and she is not part of any Matarana crime family. She's just a Matarana. I think my grandpa was like a fireman, a blue-collar guy. He was married to Pauline, Pop Tony. And then Yeah, ask them what they've been doing on a regular basis. Ask them about their desensitization and stimulation of my genitals and all this horrible stuff they do, and how they peddle slander repeatedly to some morons to justify illegal experiments and crimes on me, and then use this tech on me to manipulate bets, and then try to blame me for betting manipulation when they're the ones using the tech on me to manipulate bets. So ask them all these things they've been doing, and then how long it takes me, how many years it was before I really got pissed off. And yeah, quit calling me N word, shitbag. Quit calling me stupid N word. Yeah, so ask him that, and then ask him who he never really directs stuff at anyone when he's arguing with someone. He just says it out loud, and then they'll be like, "Oh, well, I'm so and so," and I'm like, "I don't care who you are. You're invading my privacy and attempting murder on me. Fuck you." Or I'll just say something out loud, and they'll be like, "You said something about person X," and it's like, "No, I didn't. I said it about you, the people attempting murder on me." So they love that hustle. So if you don't see Alexander Surrey Johnny eyebrow ring, mole in the right hand, penguin duck birthmark. You're looking at Filter Jazz. And they're doing something supposedly in Dubai and chopping up a YouTuber in Dallas. They're doing something shady with my YouTube, according to telepathy people. So I'd look into it. But yeah, don't fall for that bullshit either. These kids are bullshit artists and just make up excuses daily to coerce crimes on me and just make up one lie after another. So don't be a moron. Always ask them, what's the context? How long has this been going on for? Who did he really say it to? Did he just say it to whoever was attempting murder on him at any given moment in a state of rage and panic and fear and had sympathetic overload? Ask them that. Praise Jesus. Oh, and it's fight or flight response. It's characterized by an elaboration of norepinephrine when you're in fear of your life or in a panic state. It's for fighter. They call it fight or flight mode. Sympathetic is fight or flight. Parasympathetic is rest and digest. Telepathy guy. Yeah, so that was telepathy, by the way. He asked me what's sympathetic overload, and then sympathetic overload is when I would assume hyperstimulation of your sympathetic nervous system when you're in high states of panic, and then your sympathetics are really pumping. Like, for instance, when someone's trying to give you cancer with a fucking gamma radiation satellite with gamma radiation from a satellite, while also shocking your heart, as well as modulating your nervous system and using implantable devices on different regions of your brain at any given moment in time that could impair thinking, reason, and logic, even emotional and behavioral regulation if it's on the amygdala or wherever else. So that may also heighten something. I'm not sure the effects. Yeah, I mean, I know my body, when I'm in fight or flight, probably in regular, but under this repetitive states of fight or flight, as well as neurocognitive impairment with implantable devices, there may be a different effect. I'm not sure. And you don't need to try it. That doesn't sound very interesting. 539, August 1st. So yeah, ask them that. These are key points, real key points. Praise Jesus. And I'm not religious. I just